This was definitely one of the strangest videos I ever decided to do, Hobbit related even. It just brings together both of my hobbies, friction fire making, and I suppose an insight into how I believe Legolas, Gimli or Aragon would have approached fire making. So this is the Legolas approach. This is pure hand drill, and the idea is drilling one piece of wood into another to generate a fire. Presently I think you can see it's looking good, but no, this did not turn out well. In fact, it took me a long time. You'll hear a lot of panting and a lot of exhaustion going on. You'll see a lot of smoke coming about, but that's basically because I hadn't really taken into account that the drill piece was actually doing a lot of the friction on the top of the hole rather than the interior where it needed to be, so a little bit of messing around. I'll leave you to the sound effects. I think you can see here the frustration I was having. I was getting all the dust, but it just wasn't working out. I'd been in America for over a week. I'd been away working in the hills, and for the next week I hadn't really had a lot of time to practice, and I was out of shape. My arms just weren't right. But you know, perseverance, keep on going, take a breather, and just get the wood all warmed up again. Here I'm just getting rid of the nodging in the side. I'm sure Legolas would have done it a lot more elegantly and a lot quicker, but this is the general gist. So on we go again. Again, this is leading to pure failure. The top of the hole is generating most of the friction at the moment, and it's really not generating enough heat for the ember beneath to take light. Okay, at this point, or the whole idea of this is just to demonstrate how difficult it actually is. This again is going to lead in a quick failure, but it makes me aware of exactly what the problems are. Doing a drill like this with all that smoke just makes you feel, yes, I've nearly got it, when in fact all I'm doing is heating up the dust around the spindle and not that piece just in the middle. My realization starts to kick in and I realize it's not happening. So we'll give it another quick throw, and then we'll get down to basics and we'll start cutting back that spindle again. Is this how the Legolas would have done it in the wild? Is this how wood elves would have done it? The elegancy of wood on wood. You know, obviously with not as disgusting bare feet as I have. So at this point, I'm going to take a quick break and I'm going to look at my results and I'm going to cry. Now I start shaving back the spindle, and you can see there's a bit of an overlap. So with this now, the pressure will be generated down into the center of the hole only, and yeah, we should get some good results. So nice sharp knife, what more can I say? Okay, I'm ready. I'll set everything else up, and in this case now we have a very, very quick result. So I'll take some of that dust. There's no point in trying to remake the fuel again. Just take that dust, throw it back in, around and over the hole, and get my breeding sorted out. And lo and behold, we have an ember. So now with that in mind, I'm just going to give it a quick fan, get it going nicely. I don't know if you can hear the rain in the background. That's quite important. And so now I'm just going to get myself sorted and start getting a few bits and pieces. So just going to get some tinder, break that all up. That ember will last a short while. So brilliant. Going to make a small nest, and then we'll just start waving it around. So I'll just leave you to this, and after this we'll move on to the next slot. Yeah, that's perspiration. That took a while. It took a lot longer. Just check out the clouds here, guys. We have shaking hands at the moment, but we've got a lot of rain clouds, and it has been raining a little bit. So when you want to think about, you can't do hand drill in this country because of the moisture in the air, well, sod that. A little bit of hard work, it gets done. Wonder if that's what Legolas did. Legolas done. Let's look at how Gimli would do it. Perhaps with, I don't know, flint and steel. So let's crack on with that. Flint and steel. Okay, so here basically I'm just carving out some feathering from a piece of pine. The idea is to get a nice small pile and then crack on with the flint and steel. This was a complete nightmare. Let's speed everything up quite quickly and give you a look-see at the amount of time that was actually spent. It wasn't the feathering that was the longest part, it was actually trying to get the flint to take, and on numerous occasions it actually did take, but only a single strand, and would quickly die out in flame. So I really wasn't getting the result I wanted. Again, I put it down to the fact that I'm out of practice, and this, I believe, should at least be done on a daily, if not, second, every 2 days. Sorry, I'm losing the will at the moment. Just looking back on this, it was so frustrating. So anyway, I'll leave you to this and my frustration, guys. That was a nightmare because that was a flame, but it quickly dissipated. Flame's gone as well, but "18 minutes. I could have used different tinder here, easier tinder, but I basically wanted to demonstrate the potential of making a fire within the rain with wet wood. So what you need to do is get into the core of the wood and get fine shavings off. Anything finer would obviously be wet, and here we go with a flame. So again, Gimli's method worked. Not worried about outing this because I know if it has enough heat in there, I can bring it back. It's not a problem. Fire is all about control. You don't want a big fire. Just something nice and small. You can control its size later on. Right now you just want to give it some welly in a sense. Again, I'm not too fussed about this going out, because I know it's got enough heat still inside it. It's just there we go. Okay, so Gimli finished. Let's see how Aragon might do with perhaps a bow drill. Wetter northern climate, definitely something. Saoirse, get out of it.
Now that will be on your movie.
Whoa!
Hello,
Thank
future. This is my daddy. He's gonna show about fire. Hello.
Hello.
My silly daddy is so silly. Just shaking his head about. This will be an actual movie now.
I think it will be. Can I
It'll be quite funny now. Now on your computer, everyone will see that I'm gonna
Okay.
Goodbye, future.
Goodbye, future.
Everyone see that because that one's quite cute and we made it.
It is quite cute. Saoirse, you're gonna get smacked. Okay, so this is a demonstration of perhaps how I feel Aragorn and Warriors of Arnor would set up campfires. They'd be using something like the bow drill. The bow drill in its nature allows for greater pressure to be put on, and it also makes it easier to get a fire going, but the components are a bit harder to get together. In this case, I've realized that the spindle again is slightly wrong, so that needs to be worked on, and I'm just going to create a new hole here and then put in the V notch so that the dust can gather there. This is very, very important, because if the dust doesn't gather in one spot, then it's not going to get hot enough to actually turn into an ember.
smells like peach. Oh, I'm smelling my special pen.
Okay, so I've just managed to get a very, very quick ember here from the bow drill. A much more efficient method. Just going to zoom the camera in a bit so that you can actually see the ember. I'll just give this a wave so it can actually generate up. I'm not going to actually make this into a fire as in putting it down with the dried grass and the nest, etc., but it's just basically to give you an insight into how easy the bow drill was. Again, easy if you have the equipment to hand. Legolas's approach, in my opinion, is the purest, as it basically just uses 2 pieces of wood and a bit of elbow grease. Gimli's uses flint and steel or rocks together, you know, the correct rocks, whereas Aragon's approach needs cordage, needs a bow, needs a spindle, needs a board, and needs a bearing block, so a lot more equipment. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll just leave you with the ember, and then we'll crack on with the last piece. And so there we have the bow drill. Possibly a technique that Aragon would use. Definitely a lot of the rangers would use as well. So, hey-o, I hope you enjoyed this little video. As you...
Goodbye, future! Oh yeah, I can do that for you.
What can I say? Okay, bye for now, guys. Bye.